Welcome back to Oliver's greenhouse. Here we are again inside the greenhouse. It's another beautiful day. It's super sunny outside. I think it's just the last weekend we've got of like consistently really good weather here in the UK. It's supposed to go really lumpy next week, and we're expecting some more unsettled weather. So temperature's going to be a lot cooler. We're going to be getting some rain, which isn't a bad thing because if any of you have been following the news, especially those of you who are already in the UK, it's been unseasonably dry basically. So it's been very, very hot. High pressure's been in control down here in the south. It's rained here probably, well, it rained here 2 days ago, and it rained for about an hour, and that's the most rain we've had probably in about 2 and a bit months. So it's been just ridiculous. So with that in mind, obviously the greenhouse has been working overtime. The swamp cooler's on basically constantly. We've been going through plenty of water in the misting system as well. It's yeah, it's just been really full on. So I'm really looking forward to getting some rain, having a chance to get the water butts filled up again. So in this video, I thought we'd have a quick look at the Gongora, which is hanging above my head. Now, some of you remember I'm not very successful with Gongora. I've had a few in the past and I have killed them all. This one, on the other hand, has produced a myriad of blooms, some of which are open, some of which are opening, and some of which are yet to open. So I thought we could have a look at those today and have a sniff, talk about the plant, talk about what I'm growing it in, and hopefully you guys will be able to get some useful tips from that. So the plant's up here at the moment. I'll move you in, we'll have a little look at it before I sort of bring it down. I think I might hang it off the coelogeny or something. I need to get it sort of down to eye height really. In fact, I might be able to move it over here so we can have a better look at it. So I'll do that now. Right in front of you, this is the Gongora. It's in bloom at the moment. This is Gongora galeata or galita. I'm not sure how you want to pronounce it. The name tag is up there. We can zoom in and have a look at that. Hopefully I've spelled it correctly. Like that, and then if we move this guy out of the way, there we go. It's Gongora galita or galeata, and it has produced lots of flower spikes. There's a few dead leaves or dying leaves up there, but it's got these great big racemes of hanging blooms, and they sort of start out like this little tiny thing, this nobule, this bud, and then they open outwards and sort of remain upside down. If we zoom in, we can have a bit of a closer look. So yeah, this is a real success story, this one. Like I say, I haven't done very well historically with these, but this guy seems to be doing very well. You can kind of see the anthers and stuff are all sort of tucked into this large pinky, the yellow area here, and they hang upside down, and it's got a very sweet smell. It smells lovely. It fills the whole greenhouse full of lovely scent. And at the moment I've got it growing in one of these hanging baskets, just because it's the only way to really accommodate the plant whilst it's in bloom. Once it's out of bloom, I do sort of put it down here on the benches, and it can sit down there without any problem at all. And there's quite a few flower spikes. There's actually one this size, there's one, two open. Around the other side there's another big one that's not quite open. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and another one. There's 8 flower spikes on it coming at the moment, so it's growing really, really well. If I pop it down a little bit lower, we can have a look at what it's growing in. Looking down into the crown of the plant, you can see the pseudo bulbs, which have, despite being heavily hydrated, sort of retain this sort of ribbed appearance. They were looking a little bit flusher than that, but I'm assuming it's putting most of its energy into producing these blooms at the moment. And this is growing in coarse grade orchid bark, some growstone, which are the little white bits you can see down there, and some sphagnum moss. And if you look closely, if I can get it in shot by my finger here, this is how the little flower spikes emerge out of the soil or out of the top of the media just there. So I get the camera to focus on it, and they grow out and over the top of the pot, and then eventually end up hanging down like this. Another plant which is featured heavily in lots of my other videos is my Brassia Chieftain. A lovely hybrid, this one. It's an absolute beauty. It's just such a floriferous hybrid. It just flowers all the time. It grows like a machine. Some of you guys have got divisions of this plant out there as well. There's probably going to be some divisions coming up again. Probably next year as well, because it just grows like the absolute clappers. The thing's a machine, but it produces these immensely long flower spikes, and sometimes you can have 3 or even 4 of these on here at the same time. You can see that's my arm. It's literally from my fingertips to the base of this pseudobulb. It's probably about 110 centimetres long, and it's covered in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 flowers. And they themselves are super long. They're already the same size as my hand. So yeah, an excellent, sweet smelling and beautiful hybrid. If you can get it, because it's a great plant. Another plant which is probably worth noting at the moment is Dendrobium Devonianum. It's been a bit weird this year. It's only produced flowers in one location just here. You can see these lovely sweet pepper scented flowers just over here. But what it has been concentrating on is length. This thing, this cane, has got to be 6 foot long. I'll move you guys back so you can see. Hopefully you're going to be, it's growing in that little mount right up the top there. And if I pull it out, if I can get in front of it, you'll be able to see how long this thing is, because it's growing all the way down here. Let's move that guy out of the way. Like that. So here's the Dendrobium Devonianum with the blooms on it, and you can see it's got to be 150 centimetres long. It is absolutely colossal, and there's a new growth emerging up here as well, so it's growing really, really well. But yeah, unusual. Usually this will be completely dead, this cane, but this year it must have stayed a little bit warmer than usual because it's continued to grow, which has allowed it to get to astronomical lengths. Okay, so just a short video today, just to have a little look at this beauty, have a chat about it, and marvel in the fact that I haven't managed to kill it. Also had a look at the Brassia and the Dendrobium Devonianum. Things have been much later in getting going this year. I don't know whether that was because it was milder in the spring or whether it was really cold in the spring. I don't know, but there seems to have been some form of diurnal change which has slowed the production of everything down. There's lots of new flower spikes on the bulbophyllums. Bulbophyllum lobii is nearly there. Animense is nearly there. The two jerseys from my one big jersey, which I split into two, that's got some flower spikes on it as well. So everything's coming along now, but it's taking a lot longer than usual. It's a very unusual year. So I can't stop smelling that one. It smells incredible. So yeah, thanks for coming along. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't think I've got a Patreon channel as well. Head over there if you want to support this project, because it financially kills me, especially in winter. And tune in again for another episode of Oliver's Greenhouse. Thanks for watching.